Hey trainers, welcome back to Pokemon Deck Check. I would be Bogdan.
I'm the Dancing Bear at first base.
And today on Pokemon TCG Unified Minds rotation deck profile, we got Reshiram Charizard, Tag Team GX. Kind of early on, we were kind of doubtful, right?
Yeah.
Doubtful, and the decks kind of struggled a little bit, the build that we had. But then one of our wonderful viewers, I believe Max, reminded us that we have access to Cherish Ball. And so from that point, the light bulb came on, and the deck is absolutely just destroying everything, right?
Straight baller.
So I do go back and forth on it or Blacephalon, Party Balloon, on the strongest. I think I lean slightly more towards Party Balloon, but what do you think, Dance Bear?
I'm leaning towards Party Balloon. It's a little
Just
bit.
a little bit, slight lean. We're talking like a 5 degree, no more than a 5 degree angle towards Party Balloon.
Indeed.
So let's jump into the list.
Alright. So, 3 Chari,
3 big guys,
3 Drach,
3 little guys.
1 Mewtwo, Mew, 1 Baby Volcanion, and 1 Dedenne.
Super simple. The Mewtwo able to copy the Charizard, hit weakness. It's perfect for I do think Mewtwo, Mew tag team decks are going to be a thing, right?
Indeed.
So it's nice to have some way to easily one-hit KO them, but they can easily one-hit KO you back. But
That can give you time to set up for the GX attack, and then if you get 6 Fire Energy on,
so I mean,
Golden Flames.
you're gonna need the Mew and Mewtwo. It's just a really good counter. If you're against Charizard, it's the perfect tech, honestly, folks. Because if you're against another Charizard and they don't have the Mewtwo Mew, then you're gonna destroy them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if there's a lot of Mewtwo tag team decks going on, toolbox type decks, then you're gonna need something to one hit KO them also.
Yeah.
But even them, they're probably gonna run rough shot right over your Charizard. So, Dedenne's always good for draw power.
Yeah.
We have plenty of ways to get energy back, so I'm not too worried about discarding stuff. You do play 3 and 3, so I mean, and then Mewtwo Mew's fine. He's not affected if something's in the discard pile. He can also you can also go into Volcanion on turn 1. And he's also good against the Zapdos, Weezing, those type decks. So if you feel like you're seeing a lot of Zapdos, then you're able to possibly do something like that. But we can talk about changes as we go along here to help out in different sort of matches, different techs you can do. But got anything else on this?
No.
I feel it's fairly streamlined.
I agree. Then on to the items. 3 Cherish Ball. 2 Poke Comp. Communications. 4 Acrobike.
Mm-hmm.
4 Custom Catcher. 2 Poke Gear 3.0. 2 Fiery Flint. 2 Fiery Crystal. 2 Switch. 2 Escape Rope. And
Move these up.
2 Escape Board.
Move these up a little bit. There we go. 2 skateboard. So lots of mobility with the 6 forms of switching, because I mean you do want to chain Charizard's attacks. For a worst case scenario, if you're against like 1 prize attack decks, then you'll need the mobility to be able to chain attacks. You don't need that much search. Cherish Ball, 3 Cherish Balls, and 2 Pokemon Communication. That gets it done. That's more than enough. Most of these Charizard decks run like 4 Ultra Ball and 2 Nest Balls, if that. So, I mean, they ran 6 forms of search, and a lot of them are running like the Arcanine with Growlithe or Miltank. So, I mean, they're playing a lot more basic Pokemons to try to find. Whereas this just really needs one attacker. Honestly, all it needs is a Jirachi in the active, Charizard on the bench, and then possibly Mewtwo, Mew getting set up as your second attacker, right?
All you need is 2 attackers.
So you don't need a lot of search. Acrobikes for thinning. Poke gear, you want to be hitting welders. Jirachi's perfect to hit your custom catcher. This is your Guzma, because you do want to target down specific things. You don't want to just blow up what's in front of you. You want to be taking one-hit KOs, so custom catcher's super good. So
you can also use custom catcher in very specific situations. If you're low on cards and you kind of just, it's not looking too good, you can play custom catcher to draw up to 3.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not bad.
It's really good. I think we've talked about it before. Almost every deck is going to play custom catcher. Okay? Like the Rayquaza deck, there's so much discarding going on that it's chaotic, that it's a tough argument to make that deck should play it, right?
I don't think it should.
And then there's other decks that are like spread naturally, don't really need it, right? So
unless you're trying to get something stuck in the active, maybe.
So that's about it. You got anything else to answer, Bear?
I think it looks solid.
I think really the only cuts could be possibly some of the mobility stuff. If you think that's high, maybe cut an escape rope and cut a switch. If you want to play like a second Volcanion or something. So
I think that could be much love. The
or
second
a
Volcanion.
Or the Growlithe Arcanine. So something to keep in mind.
4 Welder.
Heartbeat of the deck.
3 Lily.
Yep.
3 Cynthia.
Very straightforward. I think you can make the argument of that being Hapu. And you're going to see that a lot. We just haven't played it enough with Hapu to know exactly where it fits in. But I can tell you that if I was going to start testing Hapu, that's where I would start. I would start with a cut from Lily, a cut from Cynthia, or even, honestly, I would rather have Lily, a heavier count of Lily than Cynthia in this style of deck. So that would actually be Poke Dad's suggestion if you're wanting to test Hapu, right?
It just depends on the deck.
Overall, though, you want to be playing Welder.
Oh, yeah.
Attaching 2, drawing 3, plus attach for turn. Charizard's pretty much ready to rock and roll. You can go straight into the GX attack if you're hitting a 180 or 190 or a Dedenne 160. Putting tons of pressure on there, so I feel it's pretty streamlined. Not much room since we don't have Guzma and stuff like that, so.
I think there's like only, it seems like 2 ways that we've been running our supporters. Just the 4-4 Cynthia Lily or 4 Welder 3-3 on Cynthia.
Very straightforward.
Stadiums, 3 heat of Giant Furnace and then 1 Heat Factory.
This Giant Furnace that was another reason why. Like, we had our doubts, but we knew that Giant Furnace was going to be coming on board, coming online. It's just so good. Discard a card, grab 2 fire. So it might as well just read Auto Welder, right?
Just if you have Welder in hand, attach 2 fire.
So good. So good.
Draw 2.
There's no reason not to play a healthy set of 3 and then a Heat Factory. It is just... It's
so
too gosh
strong.
darn. Yeah. It's just ridiculous how good that stadium is, folks. And there's a reason why it's in our...
Top 10.
Yeah, our top 10 unified minds.
Yeah.
So
Heat Factory is great for draw.
And, yeah, Heat Factory. We all know how great that is.
On to the energy. 12 fire. Fireball.
Winning recipe 12. Nothing out of the ordinary there. It's been dominating the format for almost 3 months now. So, I mean, there's no reason to change it, right?
Nope.
So, as far as tech options, I think you could do something with escape rope and switch. If you want to add like tech attackers, like maybe a Turtonator or maybe Blacephawn or another Volcanion or the Growl of Arcanine. I think there's room to play around with how you want the deck. Right now, it's just streamlined on a rope.
Consistent.
It's on a frozen rope.
Fiery rope.
A fiery rope. How consistent it is. It does exactly what it's supposed to. But there is room for techs, right?
Uh-huh.
Matchup wise, I think Party Balloon is still a little bit negative, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it kicks the dragon's teeth in a little bit, right?
That's why we have it leaning a little bit.
But against other stuff, I think this has better matchups than the Party Balloon, right?
There are matchups where it's better.
So, I think Zapdos gave it a lot of problems. I think Zapdos gave it a lot of problems in the past, but without Guzma and stuff like that, I think Zapdos loses a little bit, and so Charizard kind of gains a little bit. Especially if you add in the second Volcanion, right?
Oh, yeah. Second Volcanion makes a big difference.
Now, the Zekrom Pikachu matchup, from how it's played out for us, is you're still more consistent and more explosive than Zekrom Pikachu, right?
Mm-hmm.
You are going to be 10 short, so you are going to need a for sure way to kind of get that 240. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's our concern going forward against Zekrom Pikachu, right?
Right.
But I mean, they're still not able to one-hit KO you, and you're still able to put a ton of pressure on them. So.
Also, if they hit you for 210, hit them with the Outrage, easy one-hit KO.
So, something to keep in mind. I think that matchup might be who goes first, honestly. I think it could be a coin flip because we don't have a for sure damage modifier to for sure get that tick on Zekrom.
Mm-hmm.
So if y'all think of a way to get that for sure 10 points of damage, let us know down in the comments below. Because right now we're kind of stumped.
Maybe you just got to Outrage, and then...
Oh, you're still 2 hitting KO.
They attack, and then you hit them with the 230.
I'm wanting to hit with just a clean 230, and then there's already a tick of damage or something. And it could be maybe we tech in a Garatina to get that 10 damage. So let us know in the comments what you think about getting that last 10 damage on Zekrom so we don't waste 2 full attacks back to back. So, got anything else, Dance Bear?
No.
Deck's awesome. It's still good. It's still going to be really good. You will definitely see it at Worlds. So
go try it out if you haven't already.
Try it out or be ready for it. One of the two. All right. Till then, be excellent to each other.
And party on, dudes.